everybody! Happy First New Friday and happy birthday to Copenhagen Rail Productions, or Copen for short! It is May 10th, and if you have a birthday today, you share your birthday with the following people. I am splitting this video into two parts. One I will be doing alone, the other I'll be doing with Azurean. I kind of went crazy with the birthdays today. It was my birthday yesterday, and yeah, that was a pretty crazy day. Intended to have a unboxing video out yesterday, but it'll have to be a delayed birthday video from moi. But yes, Copen, and everybody else who happened to be born on May 10th, you share your birthday with Missy Franklin, a swimmer who won 4 gold Olympic medals in the 2012 London Olympic Games. She turns 29. Halston Sage, Grace, who is Alara Katan on the Orville. Great show, great show. Definitely recommend watching it, whether you're a Star Trek fan or not. I think it is a fantastic show. I really hope the rumors are correct that there's going to be another season coming. The last I recall, they moved to Hulu, like Futurama. Next, Lauren Potter, who plays Becky Jackson on Glee, turns 34. Lindsay Shaw, who plays Jennifer Mosley on Ned's Declassified Schools Survival Guide, and Paige McCullers on Pretty Little Liars, turns 35. Joey Zur, drummer of The Click 5, known for their song Just the Girl, turns 41. Mind you, a lot of these bands, there's going to be a lot of people who are members of bands, and I'm not necessarily familiar with them as a band. Normally I'd be consulting with Azurean, being like, hey, are you familiar with any of their songs? But yes, obviously there will be some that I am familiar with. But yeah, there was just a lot of people in the music industry. I did cut a few, but I tried to include as many as I could, and that's why this list will be so long. Next, Jason Dalrymple, a singer of Soul for Real, best known for songs Candy Rain, Every Little Thing I Do, and If You Want It, turns 44. Kenan Thompson, oh my god, this guy was my childhood growing up. I can't believe, I couldn't believe how much older he is than me. If you don't know him somehow, he got his start in All That, where he got to make a spin-off movie, Good Burger. Then a spin-off TV series with Kenan and Kel, where he was starred with Kel Mitchell. Then in 2003, he became a member of SNL, which he is now still in. Believe it or not, if you haven't been keeping up with Saturday Night Live, he is still a cast member. It makes him the longest tenured cast member in the show's history with 21 seasons currently. Yeah. I want to say the guy who played Bill Clinton for them, whose name is escaping me and I didn't write it down in my script. He was the former longest running cast member, and I think he's now their announcer. But yeah, there is no contest. There's a huge gap in between their tenures. Anyhow, he was also the short wolf henchman Riff in Rock Dog, which Lionel and I did a review of a while back. But yeah, so he's done furries. He's done furry characters. He's really cool. He turns 46. So yeah, he's getting a bit up there as far as young actors here. But he's still got it. He's still got decades before he's gonna start getting the old man roles. Also, one thing I found interesting. Apparently, he was being cast in SNL skits to play black women. They would dress him in drag to play characters, and at some point he said, "Yo, you gotta start hiring some women actors, comedians to be on SNL. I can't keep doing this. This is wrong." So I want to say they listened to him and they hired some replacements because he put his foot down, and good on him for speaking up. As funny as it can be for some of these sorts of things, it is a little one of the, I can't think of what the word is, but you know, it's in bad taste sometimes to keep relying on one person to play you know, both sides of the set of roles that you'd cast for in these. But anyhow, enough of that. Next, Jesse Vest, bassist of Tantric, known for songs Breakdown, Astounded, and Morning, and of Days of the New, best known for Touch, Peel, and Stand, The Downtown, Shelf in the Room, Enemy, Weapons and the Wound, Hang On to This, and Die Born. They turned 47. Amanda Borden, gold, medal-winning gymnast for the 1996 Summer Olympics. Sadly, I did not write down where those Summer Olympics took place. Wonder if that was the Athens Games. I remember that was a big thing growing up. I might be picking the wrong one. But yeah, they turned 47. Let's see. Heck, I cut this, but this was mostly for a time when we were doing both lists. Stuart Braithwaite, guitarist of post-rock band Mogwai, an alt-rock supergroup, Minor Victories, and Silver Moth. Hey, Moth. I could not find songs that they were known for, which is probably the reason why I initially cut it, but Stuart Braithwaite turns 48. Also, excuse any noise in the background. Someone's mowing outside. And it is not Azurean. She's at work. Andrea Anders, who played Alexis Alex Garrett on Friends, spin-off Joey, and Michelle Keller Lasso, Ted's ex-wife on Ted Lasso. She turns 49. Let's see, next we got Todd Lowe, who played Terry Bellafleur on True Blood, and Zach Van Gerbig, on Gilmore Girls, turns 52. Let's see, another one I cut for time. Leslie Stephenson, who played Captain Elizabeth Campbell in the film The General's Daughter. She is the General's daughter. Turns 53. Really obscure movie in my opinion, so if you're familiar with that, good for you. Sally Phillips played Sharon Shaza in Bridget Jones' Diary franchise. Apparently there's quite a few of those. Turns 54. Dallas Roberts, Milton Mamet in the third season of The Walking Dead, and Elliot Delson on Unforgettable, and Owen Kavanaugh on The Good Wife, turns 54. Eric Palladino, who played Dr. Dave Malucci on ER, and Frank on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, turns 56. Richard Patrick, singer of Filter, best known for Hey Man, Nice Shot, turns 56. Young MC. Now this one I was definitely familiar with their song. Their real name, Marvin Young. Sorry for outing you, Young MC. They are a British-American rapper best known for Bust a Move. Don't just stand there, bust a move. Yeah, that song. I'm sure if Azurean were here, she'd be singing along with it. Daryl, did I say, Young MC turns 57, if I didn't say. Daryl M. Bell, played Big Brother X-Ray Vision in Spike Lee's School Days, and Ron Johnson Jr. on NBC's A Different World, turns 61. Dana Carey, drummer of Tool, known for their song Anima, turns 63. And if Azurean were here, I'm sure she'd make a joke or possibly even know some of the other songs that he did. But yeah, Dana Carey, 63. Bono, lead singer for U2, known for Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and Pride in the Name of Love, and many, many others, I'm sure, turns 64. Victoria Rowell, Dr. Amanda Bentley on the CBS medical crime drama Diagnosis, Murder, turns 65. Now this one's another big one for me. Yu Suzuki, creator of the Virtual Fighter series, Hang On, Space Harrier, and the Shenmue franchise. Oh, I really wish he didn't troll his fans. Shenmue 3 came out after a long, long time. People have been wanting a continuation, a conclusion the Shenmue story after the first two games, which came out way back in the Dreamcast era, long time ago. And the game comes out I think last year, maybe 2 years ago at this point, and yeah, it doesn't have a conclusion. He's trying to revenge his father's death. He finally meets the villain face to face that did the deed. He loses the fight, and he's like, "Oh," and you barely have any way to like do anything as a player. And it's like, "Oh, well, I'll have to come back another time and avenge my father next time." So hey, look out for Shenmue 4. But yeah, I don't think the game sold very well, and the fan backlash is almost guaranteeing that there will not be a conclusion to this. There is an anime though. They could potentially just make the second season of the anime be the conclusion to the story. I don't know. But in any case, yeah, Yu Suzuki, why you gotta do us like that? But anyways, Yu Suzuki turned 66. Sorry for the bit of a tangent there. Another one I cut. I mostly cut this because I'm sure Azurean would have a problem with it. But Rick Santorum, politician, Republican representative from Pennsylvania, from 95 to 2007. You got a funny name. If you're curious, look up what his name means. It's a gross word. But he turned 66. Also, Bruce Penhall, actor from Chips, turned 66 as well. I really didn't end up bothering to find anything more about them to fill out his page entry or whatever. But hey, moving on. Chris Berman, nicknamed Boomer. Hey, Boomer. Oh, God, I feel so bad saying that. Sportscaster and anchor to SportsCenter on ESPN, hosted Sunday NFL Countdown, NFL Primetime, and Monday Night Countdown, turns 69. Nice. Excuse the... hold on, let me check to see if that was anything important. No, I don't know. Oh, that must have been Azurean's thing. Oh, well. John Arden J. Ferguson, a rocker known for his work with the band's Spirit and JoJo Gunn, and his 1978 solo hit Thunder Island. He also composed the theme to The Office. Little TV show, maybe you heard of The Office? Yeah. Yeah, he turned 77. Meg Foster, who played Holly Thompson in They Live. Great movie. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's a bit of an older movie, but definitely one that you might see a few things here or there in it, especially if you're a fan of The Simpsons. They did Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants, very heavily based on They Live. But yeah, Meg Foster turned 77. Caroline B. Cooney, author of suspense, romance, horror, and mystery books for young adults, turned 77. Let's see, Donovan Philip Leitch, Leitch, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Known simply as Donovan, was a singer for Sunshine Superman, Mellow Yellow, and Season of the Witch. I think that's probably the one I'm most familiar with. Turns 78. Dave Mason, singer for the band Traffic, known for songs Feelin' Alright and Hole in My Shoe, turns 78. Graham Goldman, singer of 10cc, best known for Rubber Bullets, I'm Not in Love, and Dreadlock Holiday, turns 78. Jim Abrams, very, very big fan of Jim Abrams' work. They are a director known for Kentucky Fried Movie, Airplane, Top Secret, the Naked Gun movies, Hot Shots, and Jane Austen's Mafia, as well as Scary Movie 4. Did not realize they did the fourth Scary Movie, which I believe is the one that, I want to say is the one that did the Saw parody. Yeah, because, the legs make a four. Yeah, it was definitely the Saw parody movie. That is the one I bought on DVD because I am such a huge fan of the Saw franchise that even just because they had a small bit of that was Saw related, and they actually reused the Saw movies. Actually took the bathroom set that they made for this movie to use in their movie, because for some reason, even though they keep going back to this location, they never kept the set, so they had to remake the set at least once or twice. But Yeah, they took the set from Scary Movie 4 to reuse it in one of the movies. But yeah, Jim Abrams, great director. Definitely recommend his movies. Turns 80. Hope he can make another one before he's gone if he hasn't retired. But if not, I totally understand. 80. That's quite an achievement to make it that far. I believe that was the last of our living members. Next, we have our those that have passed away. We have Michael Larson, known for winning $110,000 over $110,000 on Pressure Luck. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop! Ah, whammy! All right, come on, big box, no whammies, no whammies. Stop! Ah! That show. Which at the time was the most money ever won in one day on a game show. He had discovered a pattern in the game board and exploited it big. It actually was a bit of a scandal. I do not believe he had his winnings taken away from him, because he did win it legitimately. He just exploited a flaw in the game that he realized. And if I remember correctly, I believe I recall that he was an ice cream truck driver before his big win. So yeah, that was pretty wild. Sadly, he passed away in 1999 at the age of 49, and if he were alive today, he'd be 75. Next, we have Arthur Alexander, singer-songwriter for Lonely Just Like Me, whose songs were covered by the Beatles, Anna, the Rolling Stones, You Better Move On, and Bob Dylan, Sally Sue Brown. He sadly passed away in 1993 at age 53, and if he were alive today, he'd be age 84. Next, oh my god, this was another legend from my childhood, and for, I'm sure, a lot of people, not for necessarily the same reasons for everybody here, but Gary Owens. If you aren't familiar with the name Gary Owens, he was the host of Laugh-In and The Gong Show for probably your parents or grandparents. He was also the voice of Space Ghost and Blue Falcon and Powdered Toast Man on Ren and Stimpy, so any of you fans of those characters, there you go. But for me, personally, it was Commander Farrell on the SWAT Cats Radical Squadron. This is Farrell. Bring me Chopper back up. Oh, get me Chopper back up. Oh, man. SWAT Cats is the reason I think I became a furry. Not because of him specifically, the SWAT Cats themselves, but he was a big part of that show. He was the reason the SWAT Cats became vigilante heroes. It was always a thorn in their side. He is the J. Jonah Jameson to their Spider-Man. But yeah, he died in 2015 at age 80. Oh shoot, I didn't do the math for his birthday. He's born in 1934 and he died in 2015. So we'll have to figure that out. Oh no, I suck at math. I'm sorry. Well, 34, so it should be any flat number, unless no wait, it is 80. I didn't look up how old he was when he died. Oh well, I'm sorry, Mr. Owens. I know you're not alive to hear me. But anyhow, yeah, so he would have been 80. At least I think. Alright, hold on here. Shoot. I am doubting myself here. No, wait. 34 is 24. So yeah, he died at age 80, he would have been 90. There we go. Whew. Glad I edited that out, except I didn't. Alright, moving on. 1930, Pat Summerall, who called 16 Super Bowls on TV and did another 10 on radio. In addition, he announced more than 20 Masters golf tournaments and more than 20 U.S. Tennis Open tournaments. Died in 2013. He was 82, and if he were alive today, he'd be 94. Next, we have Fred Astaire, who was born in 1899 and died in 1987. They are American stage and screen tap dancer, singer, night and day, cheek to cheek, and let's call the whole thing off. Probably heard a couple of those before. An actor in Royal Wedding, Easter Parade, and Swing Time. They were 88 when they passed away, and if they are somehow alive today, they'd be 125. And lastly, someone I should hope you've all heard of before, John Wilkes Booth. Not a great person to have shared a birthday with, but nonetheless, a very famous person. They were born in 1838 and died the young age of 26. They probably didn't live too long after their infamous action there in 1865. And if they were somehow alive today, they'd be 186. Possibly still serving a life sentence for the crime they committed. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this for the video. Hopefully that wasn't it didn't end up being too long. Since yeah, usually these videos can get close to an hour. Even the short one that or one that I tried to make shorter ended up being 50 minutes. So yeah, between you know the tangents, the banter, and the length of these scripts, these videos can get pretty long. But yeah, stay tuned. Azurean and I will try to make the history segment video together once she gets home from work. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this, Copen, and anybody else who was born on May 10th. And once again, happy First Aid Friday. Bye-bye.